only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on fourth down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, it's Corral. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. That'll be caught by his. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got room. Touchdown, Carolina. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game, and Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. He's got his tight end, it's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Beavers. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz now to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Wentz going to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now here's Hunter Nicewander now. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Room here to run. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
14, Giants, nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. As Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Panthers, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On a nice one on a punt as he sends this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And take it right on the 30.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Corral. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here we go. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And some room to work. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They find some open, and now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers open the lead up to 34-0.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's
the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15.
5-9.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz.
He's got Slayton on the slant.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
That ball caught by Slayton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15.
Go. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Wentz. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
And he will have the Giants first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Kadarius Toney
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Fakes the handoff here. Corral.
He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
Gets past one man. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.